What's up, HASfit Tribe? It's your personal trainer, Coach Kozak.
I'm Claudia, and this is a workout for seniors and those with limited mobility.
Today's routine requires a chair.
And you may also want to have a pair of light hand weights or water bottles to increase the intensity.
You can follow along with me for the standing variations.
And you can follow me for those seated variations.
If you're ready to go, let's begin. Let's begin with the warm-up. Our first move is specifically going to target our upper bodies and our shoulders. It's called a shoulder box. So we're going to start with good posture. Elbows are in to our side and they're at a 90-degree angle. Now I'm going to raise up my upper arm until that upper arm is parallel to the floor. Now I'm going to pull back on my hands and reverse it. Hands come back down and then elbows return to the side. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So a lot of our mobility drills today, or warm-up drills, double as mobility drills. So we're going to, at the same time, bring our heart rates up, increase our overall body temperature, and gain a little mobility and flexibility along the way. This one's great for our shoulders, as well as our chest and upper back. Nice controlled pace here. Just breathing through.
This one's really going to set us up also for maintaining good posture throughout this entire workout.
Excellent point. Thank you, Claudia. Let's do this one for 5 more seconds. And 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Next up, we're going to focus on our lower body with a dynamic one-leg hinge. So I'm going to start by placing one straight leg out in front of me. I'm on that heel. Place my hands on my hips. Now I'm going to hinge at those hips, keep my back straight, feel a stretch in the back of that leg, sit up. Now I'm going to switch legs, left leg, same move. I'm going to alternate between right and left legs.
If you're doing the seated variation, you may need to come up to the front of your chair just a little bit in order to get a good hip hinge.
So if you are doing my standing variation, my base leg does have a little bend in that knee, so that stretch is all occurring in that straight leg, and you'll feel that stretch all down it. And we're trying our best to keep our back straight as we hinge at our hips.
That's
so we're
right.
Not rounding, because if you do that, then you're going to eliminate the stretch.
And notice I can't really go down as far as Coach Kozak, and that's fine. Of course, little flexibility limitation, but also just a pregnant belly limitation as well right now. So do the best that you can.
And we're going to encourage you throughout today's routine to make this workout work for you. Feel free to either just use all mine or all Claudia's, or go back and forth between the 2 different variations. For 3, 2, 1, 0. Next up, we're going to do a single leg march, a one at a time. I'm going to bring my right knee up, and with my elbows bent, I'm performing almost like a running movement pattern with my upper body, and it's all right leg to start.
This is kind of like a brain exercise too, if you think about it.
It is, and we're going to have plenty of those coming up that are going to test that mind-muscle connection. You decide how high you feel comfortable bringing that one leg. Maybe
that's right. You might be
lower
here.
March, yeah.
That's it.
Or maybe you're feeling good, feeling well balanced today. You can get that leg up higher, pulling that core, using that core to pull that knee in to your body for 3, 2, 1. Same move. We're going to switch it up. Opposite side now. So begin.
Switch your brain there.
Yeah, let's say I got to switch my arms too. You're right. This is a brain move.
Left leg goes up, right arm or hand comes up, 90-degree angle.
That's opposite arm and leg working together here. Again, using that core to help bring that leg up. This one's warming up your shoulders, quadriceps, hamstrings, glutes, and your abs, all at the same time here.
And as you bring up your knee, give a good exhale. Inhale as you return back to starting position, and exhale.
Starting to get that heart rate up, starting to warm up our bodies for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, warm up is complete. You ready, Claudia?
I'm warm. Let's do it.
All right, we hope you are ready to go out there as well, HASfit Tribe. So our first move is called a split knee drive, and it's actually a very similar movement pattern to the one we were just doing. So kind of warmed up our brains as well there. So I'm going to start in a staggered stance with my right leg back, and then I have my left arm back. And when my right knee comes up, my left arm comes up.
And notice for my seated variation, I've moved all the way over to the right side of my chair. I have my right leg back, and as I bring my left arm up, I'm bringing my right knee up.
So again, you decide which variation is right for you today. But we're using that core to help bring that knee up. A nice total body move for you here, working our lower body, upper body, and core all at the same time.
And working at a pace that you feel comfortable with. And of course, bringing up your knee as high as you can for your physical abilities.
It's a very functional move here. You'll find that with all the moves that we're going to do. We're going to switch sides in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so for me, I'm going to switch legs. So now my left leg is going to be back.
Me, I'm going to scoot over and move my left leg to the back as well.
All right, so if our left leg is back, that means our right arm needs to start back. There it is. And begin. So if you are doing the standing variation, make sure you have a nice bend in that lead leg knee. You don't want it locked out. And maybe you feel more comfortable just bringing your leg or knee lower. Or maybe you feel good bringing it all the way up. Again, no two bodies are the same, and no one knows your body better than you do. So we're going to encourage you to adjust and modify this, to challenge you, but to also get through this workout safely.
That's right.
Breathe. Whatever you do, don't hold your breath here.
Exhale as you bring your knee up.
It's a very athletic move. Let's do this one for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Good work.
Next up, we're working our upper body, specifically our back. We're going to perform what's called a seesaw row. I'm going to pick up my light hand weights.
I'm going to pick up my water bottles, but use what you have available.
Yeah, or you could just do this one with body weight if that's more appropriate for you. Feet are shoulder width apart. I'm hinging at my hips. Back is straight on a 45-degree angle. Arms are straight. Now I'm going to pull with my right arm, return back down, pull with my left arm, return back down. So alternating right and left arms here, pulling back from the elbow. So it's a nice important note that we don't want to pull back from the hands. We want to pull back from those elbows like there's a string attached to them.
And for the seated variation, you may want to come up on your seat just a little bit, and you also want to have your feet probably about hip width apart. So a little wider for this one, just so you can get your hands in between those knees.
That's it. And we're pushing ourselves, but working at a pace that you feel good about.
That's
We're not
right.
counting any repetitions, so that allows you to modify the intensity for your fitness level.
Make sure you're maintaining good posture in your back and your shoulders, so we don't want to see you rounded back.
Yep.
Just try to remember to keep your back nice and straight to the best of your ability.
This is working our biceps, our forearms, our upper back, even our legs and lower back, just to maintain this position and
That's
stay
right.
stabilized.
Even from the seated position, to keep ourselves balanced from falling over.
We have 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Excellent. All right, we're gonna go ahead and set these hand weights down for this next one. We have an upper lower body combo move. Gonna get our brains to work at the same time. This one is called an arm crossover plus a butt kick. I'm gonna start with my feet shoulder width apart, arms are out at my side, and I am going to cross my arms over and bring my right heel to my glute, return. Now, left heel to my glute and return.
Mine is more like an arm crossover and a heel toe tap. So we're going to, as my arms open, I'm going to bring that heel, that right heel, back, next heel, cross, open, make sure that heel's out, and bring it back.
And it doesn't have to be perfect. Again, like we mentioned, we're getting your upper and lower body involved, making your brain work all at the same time. That is purposeful, but you know what? If you mess up here and there, that's okay. You're still gonna get a great workout in.
That's right. Every
time you come back, repeat this move, you're gonna get just that much better.
You'll probably be way better than me at this.
This one's working our chest, shoulders, and back in the upper body, and then our hamstrings, glutes, and quadriceps in our lower body. So it truly is a total body movement. Making sure to breathe. And again, you're working at a pace that you feel comfortable with.
That's right.
Monitoring that heart rate. This one's for 10 more seconds. We're almost there, Tribe.
Ooh, come on.
How many can you get for 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, shake those shoulders out.
Yes.
We're both going to pick up our light hand weights for this next one. Again, optional for you. We're going to do a dumbbell curl plus low kick. So start with those feet shoulder width apart. Palms are facing forward. I'm going to curl and at the same time perform a low kick with my right leg. Return. Low kick with the left leg and curl. Alternating right and left legs. So if you're not comfortable with your balance on this one, go ahead and move to the chair.
That's right.
Or if you're feeling good, give it a little high kick.
Whoa.
A little rocket action. How about that, huh? No, really, in all seriousness.
That was cute.
You decide which intensity level is appropriate for you today.
That's right. And even in this chair position, again, I'm going to keep reminding you to maintain good posture. And as we curl up and kick out, we want to give a nice exhale. Inhale as you start back to finish. And again, so anytime we're exerting or we're doing the most difficult part of the movement, we want to make sure that we exhale.
This one's working our biceps, our forearms, our lower body. And if you're doing the standing variation, it's also testing our balance.
That's right.
Not much left here on this one. Let's go. Last 10 seconds, Tribe. Pushing through for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Good job.
All right, we're both going to set our hand weights down, and I'm going to actually move my chair on over for the next one. We're going to perform a chair squat, and we're going to give you a couple different variations. So mine, with the standing variation, I'm going to start with my feet shoulder width apart. I'm going to break at the hips first, then at the knees, sit down, tap my butt to the chair, and stand back up.
So for my variation, I'm going to do a chair get up. I'm going to have my hands on either side, feet about shoulder width apart, and I'm going to lean forward, and I'm going to try to use my legs as best as I can, bring my bottom up, and safely return back to the chair.
So if you feel comfortable standing up and sitting back down, perform my variation. If you don't so much, then we want to get your legs involved, but Claudia's variation is a great option for you.
That's right, and I'm maintaining points of contact with the chair the entire time.
And again, moving at a controlled pace here.
That's right.
Not going too crazy. I'm sitting back every time, making sure we have a sturdy chair that's going to support us.
That's right. We want to exhale as we push through the midfoot and return our bottoms back to the chair.
This one's working our glutes, hamstrings, and quadriceps. And we only have 10 more seconds. I know your legs are starting to feel it. Ours, hour 2. We are in it together, Tribe.
Do the best that you can.
For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right,
nice
if you're
job.
in the chair, go ahead and relax back down. I'm going to pick up some hand weights for this next one. We're going to do what's called a side-to-side punch. But this one could just as easily be done with just your body weight.
That's right.
Feet are shoulder width apart. My hands are up at my chin in what's called a racked position. With my right hand, I'm gonna rotate and punch to my left side, return back to home. With my left hand, rotate and punch, return back to home. So alternating punching to the right and left sides. If you're feeling good here, you can pick up the intensity. And you'll also notice as I'm rotating, I'm pivoting that outside foot here. It's gonna allow me to get a nice full rotation in. Or you can really slow things down like Claudia is doing. Or maybe you fall somewhere in between the two of us.
That's right.
Either way, I want you to return those hands back to your chin in between every repetition and actually get that core involved, not just punching with your arms side to side, right? But instead, we're involving that core, getting that power from our midsection.
Doing the best that you can to rotate your upper body in the direction that your hand is punching. Inhale as you return back to rack. Give a nice exhale as you punch.
We only have 10 more seconds on this one. Let's burn it out. Taking out some frustrations here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, I am gonna set my hand weights down for this next one. We're gonna do what's called a high-low rope pull. So it's gonna do a little upper body, a little lower body, little abs, feet are shoulder width apart. I'm gonna start with a high rope pull. So I'm gonna reach up and reach as far as I can, like I'm grabbing a rope. Now pull that rope down from the elbow. Again, left arm now, reach as far as you can, pull that rope. Now low pull. I'm gonna kind of swap weight in my hips, pull a low rope, pull back from the elbow. Left hand, pull low. So it goes high pull, low pull, low pull. You get the idea.
You got it. Get into a rhythm.
That's it. And if you're doing the standing variation, we do want to squat down when we perform that low pull. Get those legs going as well. Pulling back from that elbow every time. So we're not pulling from the hand, but let's pretend like we have a string attached to that elbow and that string is being pulled back on. That's guiding that pull. It's going to ensure that we're activating the right muscle groups here. Big pull every time, full range of motion as you extend and reach.
Oh, got a little confused there. I did two low pulls.
That's all right. Again, it's not about being perfect. It's about putting in the work day after day, showing up.
That's right.
And getting a little bit closer to our goals. And it's that time of the workout that you need to remind yourself what it is that brought you here today to begin with. What are you working towards? Keep that why at the front of your brain, not the back of your brain. Whether you're trying to lose weight, gain strength, just get better at life, whatever it is, keep showing up day in, day out, and you will get there.
That's right. Consistency is the name of the game.
Let's go. Last 10 seconds, tribe. Come on. We're close. We're close for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Ooh.
All right, feeling good. That one got my heart rate up.
Yeah, it did.
We're gonna move into a lower body move next with 2 different variations. The standing variation is gonna be a sumo squat pulse. So my feet are a little wider than shoulder width, toes are pointed out. I'm gonna sit back, weight in my hips. I'm gonna come up, go back down, that's the pulse, and stand up big and tall.
All right, so for the seated variation, notice I brought my bum to the front of my chair, leaned back ever so slightly, holding on to the sides of my chair, and I'm extending my leg. And as I extend, I do a pulse, and then bring it back down.
So both variations use this pulse or utilize this pulse for some extra contraction time. And for you, you'll probably experience it as some extra burn time.
Ooh, yeah.
But that's all right. That's how we know it's working. That burning sensation, that's how I know this workout's gonna get us to where we need to go.
Using those muscles.
That's it, they're being engaged.
That's right.
And remember, you can't have change without first being challenged. And right here, right now, we are gonna challenge ourselves to get stronger. Improving day in, day out. My variations work in my hamstrings, glutes, and quadriceps, where Claudia's variations really focusing on those quadriceps. We only have 10 more seconds here. I know your legs are feeling it. Tough it out. Come on, dig deep with us.
Again, working at a pace that is challenging for you.
For 3, 2, 1, 0. Nice job. Let's give our legs a bit of a break and focus on our upper body next with what's called a neutral press. So both Claudia and I are reaching for our light hand weights on this one. We're gonna start with our feet shoulder width apart. Hands are in a racked position, palms facing inward. We're gonna press straight up overhead and then back down. So it's a full range of motion here, all the way up, all the way down. Trying your best to finish the move with your biceps by your ears. And again, we're under control, but we are moving at a good pace. Breathing in on the way down, exhaling on the way up. And you might find that by this time in the workout, your shoulders are just fatigued and even light hand weights is too much.
That's right.
Well, if that's the case, feel free to set them down and continue the move with just your arms, and you might be shocked at how challenging this can be. But we encourage you to just keep moving. Don't hit that pause button. You've made it this far in the workout. You can finish. We have faith in you.
Even if you have to slow down just a little bit, we want you to keep moving.
That's it. And it doesn't matter how slow you're moving because you're still lapping everybody who's sitting on the couch right now. You showed up today. You hit that play button and you're putting in the work.
That's right. You are working on getting stronger.
That's it.
And we're proud of you for showing up.
Working on getting closer to those goals, obtaining them with every workout. Last 10 seconds. Ooh, our shoulders are feeling it too. You're not alone out there, tribe. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, relax those shoulders for a moment. Next, we're going to move into what's called a skier swing. So we're going to engage our posterior chain, which is a fancy way of saying our lower back, glutes, and hamstrings. I'm going to start with my feet shoulder width apart. Now I'm going to hinge at my hips only. Notice how I keep the same bend in my knee. I'm going to swing my arms back, swing them forward, stand up big and tall, and squeeze my glutes up at the top.
And for the seated variation, my bum is towards the front of the chair. I'm swinging my arms back. And to the best of my ability in my seated position, I'm going to use my hips to bring those water bottles to parallel.
And notice how we're both maintaining a flat back.
That's right.
So you don't have to go that far down on this move. Don't feel like, oh, well, I have to match Coach Kozak and Claudia. And so to get down there, I'm going to, totally round and lose my nice flat back.
You might just be here.
That's it. Doesn't take much.
And you'll just find yourself moving into a rocking motion.
That's a good word to use. And our arms, we like to say, are just along for the ride here. So hips go back, hips go forward, and really it's that power from our hips and lower back. They're going to bring our arms up. So we're not performing like a front shoulder raise on this one, but that arm swing is more of a, how should I say this? More of a cause, or what's the word I'm looking for here, Claudia? Help your husband out.
I'm not sure.
Oh, man. Those arms moving up and down are just caused by our hip power.
There you go. Sounds good to me.
I was looking for like a fancy scientific word there, it's kind of hard to come up with that while I'm swinging up and down.
No fancy words.
It's all right. I know the tribe loves me either way. Let's maintain this intensity for last 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, excellent work.
Drop those weights.
We can set our hand weights down if you were using them. Compound move. This one's going to get our heart rates up. It is a high knee pull down. I'm going to start by reaching up high as I can. And now I'm going to pull down and bring my right knee up. Return. Now left knee comes up. So you decide how high you feel comfortable bringing that knee. And every time we're reaching up as high as we can and then engaging our core as we crunch down into that knee.
Whew. After that neutral press, just getting my hands overhead is a challenge.
That's it. But as we said earlier, that's where that change comes in. We want to get comfortable with being uncomfortable.
And bring your knee as high as you can. You might be here, and that's okay. Maybe challenge yourself by picking up the pace just a little bit.
That's it. Making this workout work for you out there, tribe. You are a fighter, not a quitter. Let's prove it to yourself right here in this remaining few minutes. Hanging tough.
That's right. Focus on that finish line. Here we go.
That's it. It's all about that mental toughness now. You finish this workout, you complete this, and you can do anything. We're going to take this confidence that we get from this workout and we're going to apply it to other aspects of our life as well. Last 10 seconds here.
Not much left.
For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, last one right here, right now. We're going to perform a run in place. So it's just opposite arm and leg are working together. You're only going to bring your feet, maybe ½ inch to 1 inch up off the floor. It doesn't take much. We're just performing hot feet, opposite arm and leg are working together. And we're just going to keep it moving here. It doesn't have to look pretty, but I want you to keep moving. You're like, that's good.
Good, because it was not pretty.
Hey, that's all right. Hey, it's the end of the workout here for us too.
But we got it.
We're just going to get to that finish line together. Thousands, maybe millions of y'all at home doing this workout together, feeling that same burn. We're feeling it together, but we're all moving towards our goals together as well.
That's right. Not much left in this workout. Let's fight to the end.
Thinking about how good we're going to feel when this is done. And you can stop this video, check it off your to-do list, and you can come back, do it again at your next regularly scheduled workout time. Not much left. Let's go. 15 seconds. How many can you get? Come on. Right here, right now. Pushing yourself out there, tribe, because no one else can or will do it for you.
Oh, I need to slow down a little bit. That's okay. We're almost there.
For 3, 2, 1, 0. Excellent. You made it. All right. High five, Claudia.
Excellent work.
High five to you out there, HASfit tribe. You made it. It is time for the cool down, and we're going to perform the entire cool down from our chair. So make sure that if you weren't already using one, that you go ahead and grab your sturdy chair. And we're going to get started with what's called a bent over T rotation. So let's scoot to the front of our chair, and then we're going to bend over on a 45-degree angle, arms relaxed at our side. Now with my right arm, I'm going to rotate that straight arm up and keep eye contact with my hand as I rotate up and then return back down. Same move on the left side now. And you may find that your rotation is nowhere near as far as ours is. You might be here, and that is great. There's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Everybody has a different flexibility, mobility level that they're at today. Or you may be more flexible than us and be able to rotate more. So again, as we've been saying all day, we encourage you to make this work for you, but we do want to get a full rotation on every repetition. This one's going to stretch our shoulders, our chest, back, even that mid-back and spine mobility. And this is a controlled pace. I know we've hard to sometimes contact switch when we get done with that workout, but we are moving at a nice control, relaxed pace here. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, next up, we're going to perform what's called a seated figure 4. Going to give you 2 different variations here. My variation requires a little more flexibility. I'm just going to go ahead and take my left leg and bring it up onto my right knee.
I have my right leg extended out. Notice I am at the top of my chair, and I just bring my left ankle over my shin, or if you're a little bit more flexible, you can even bring it up over your knee.
So you bring it up as high as you feel comfortable doing so today. And then once we get it up there, we're going to gently lean forward and stretch. This is a great one for our hips, our glutes, even our IT band, and that piriformis area, which is where a lot of the sciatic nerve pain can come from. So this is a great stretch just to add to your regular routine.
And you may not have that much of a forward lean. You may just come 1 or 2 inches forward before you really begin to feel those stretches.
That's a great point. It doesn't take much. And 2, 1, 0. Go ahead and return back, and let's switch sides. Same stretch, But moving to the opposite side now. And you might find that one side is tighter or looser than the other. And that's very common as well. And any static stretch like this is what we call a static stretch, which means we're getting to a point we're just holding. We want to try to get to 85, 90% of what we're capable of. You want to feel a good stretch, but you shouldn't feel pain. So find that kind of happy place in between the two. Nice big deep breaths, focusing on bringing our heart rates down after that hard workout that we just completed. Relaxing here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and relax. All right, let's start with our left leg here. We're going to scoot to the left side of our chair, and we're going to perform a seated quad stretch. Our quad is that big thigh muscle here in front. It's actually composed of 4 separate muscles, hence the name quad. Let's go ahead and bring that foot back. If you need help, you can grab on the opposite side of the chair, grab that ankle or your foot, and slide it back if you can't quite get it back there on its own. And then we're going to gently lean back and stretch. So we're feeling that stretch all down our quadricep. Depending on your flexibility, you may feel plenty of stretch just right here, or you may really want to lean back into it and really get that additional stretch. Again, you decide where it is appropriate for you and where you feel the most stretch and that big muscle there in the front of your leg. And again, just holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that leg up. You can help it out if you need to. And scooting over to the opposite side of our chair. Take that right leg back now. And again, notice I'm keeping that outside hand on the chair just for safety purposes. We don't want you falling out of your chair. That would really ruin our workout.
Ruin.
Want to stay safe, injury-free, so we can show up and work out again tomorrow or the next day, whenever your next scheduled workout day is. Again, bringing that foot back. Nice additional little lean. It's also going to stretch our hip flexors as well. Nice, big, deep, controlled breaths. And
just feeling relieved that this workout is over.
That's it. Don't forget to smile. This is the time to be happy and feel accomplished.
That's right.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that leg up and let's move to the center of our chair. Good posture, sitting in the middle, big and tall. Now we're going to do a reach plus a scarecrow. I want you to reach up as high as you can, like there's a low ceiling and you're trying to touch your fingertips to the ceiling. Just pull those arms and shoulders away from your lats and spine. And now we're going to pull down from the elbows and perform what's called a scarecrow. So it's like there's a string on those elbows. You pull them back on the hands and elbows, and the elbows come down. Relax.
Oh, that felt nice.
Let's do it again. Reach up as high as you can. Again, touch that ceiling. Reach for it with our points of our fingers. And then pull down from those elbows. Slowly. And relax. All right, let's do that one more time. Feels so good.
It does.
And big reach up. That's it. Reaching as high as we can, higher than we did the last 2 times. And then pulling back down from those elbows as we pull the elbows and hands back and down. Relax. All right, that one's a great one for really our whole scapular capsule, our rotator cuff, shoulders, and back. All right, lastly, we're going to focus on our wrists and forearms, elbows. So we're going to perform what's called a wrist curl glide. Let's start at the bottom with our fingers pulled back. Now, as we bend at our elbows and bring them up, we're curling those fingers in, stretching, and then we're bringing those fingernails to our shoulders. All right, let's reverse it. So as we extend from our elbows, we're pulling those fingers back. It's like somebody's pulling them back. And again, reverse it. Just slowly going back and forth between this one.
And we want to keep our elbows pointed down, correct?
Correct. Don't come on up. Otherwise, you're going to defeat the purpose of the stretch.
Okay, just confirming.
Yeah, no, that's a great tip to use there. So it's great for our forearms, our wrists, our biceps, all the above. Big deep breaths here. Last one, all the way it down. And relax. That is it.
Nice
You
work.
can stay seated, relax if you want. Excellent work, Claudia.
Nice work to you.
Excellent work out there, HASfit Tribe. You made it. You persevered. You had a million other things going on today.
Check.
But you showed up and you put in the work, and we are proud of you for that. Did you know that you can get even faster results by following a complete exercise program?
Those exercise programs can be found on the HASfit app, which you can download onto your Android or iPhone device. You can also find them on our website, hasfit.com.
You can also stop by our store, pick up some HASfit gear like a t-shirt or our diet guide, Eating for Life.
Don't forget to like us on your favorite social media channels.
Again, I'm Coach Kozak.
I'm Claudia.
And we will see you at your next workout.